Today, I want to talk to my mommies who have offloaded, empty nesting, downsized, launched, let them fly the coop, a kiddo, all of your kiddos, your last kiddo. No one prepares you. No one prepares you for the process of letting these babies fly. No one prepares you for that. In fact, there's nothing that prepares you for that. I can remember. Okay, so I've had three. Okay, if you know, you know. I've had three. You would think, I would think that by the time it got to the third one, this would be a thing. This would be a thing that I'd be like, oh, yeah, it happens. You do it, you let it go, you let it happen. But with all three, it has been the exact same experience. Slightly different tone, but nonetheless, all three have felt like a part of me that maybe isn't ready to be freed is being freed. Like, what? We spend so much time as moms pouring into our families. Certainly, if you make that your main thing, that when it's time to let them do the thing, it is so unnatural, and figuring out how to do it is a foreign event. True story. With my first one, I kept a good face as I dropped her off at Syracuse and left. She saw nothing but a happy mom who had helped her to set up her dorm. But from the moment I got on the airplane back to Wisconsin, I literally cried from the moment I sat in the seat all the way till landing in Wisconsin from Syracuse, New York. What? That's bananas. So then we would think by the time 4 years later would come, I'd be well prepared for the next step. And baby boy, mm-mm, what was not prepared? What was not prepared? I think with that one, I literally had way too many apps that would tell me where he was. And I thought that it was my job to look at those apps 24/7. 247. Can you imagine that? That's bananas. But that's what I did until there was this one fateful day where I realized that I had to let him go. I had to let him experience. I had to let him grow. So now here we are, another 4 years later, and we're completely empty nested in my house. And, you know, there's joy that goes with knowing that all three are productive and focused and capable of extending their own personal development academically. And so much more happens in college, right? As many of us know, so much more happens. In fact, I would say that the price of the degree is so much more the growth, the expansion, than it is actually what they're learning. But, you know, that's debatable. You would think that I'd be ready. Surprisingly enough, I'm more ready than I thought I'd be. However, the feeling of 1,000 cuts, it still lives there. It still lives there. There's nothing natural about releasing our fingers and letting our babies fly. So as we progress into the month of August, and so many are experiencing this emotion for the first time, for the second time, for the third time, for the fourth or fifth time. No judgment. Just allow yourself to feel the feelings. I'm really big on feeling the feelings right now. Allow yourself to feel the feelings. Allow yourself to remember that you've done the work. Now it's time to let them do the work. What did I mean by that? You've done the work to create the opportunity and to keep them on track to get to this place. Now it's time to let them do the work to get on this new path with all of the things that you've poured into them thoughtfully, intentionally, and some not so much so. And let them get to work, exploring who they are, understanding their rooting, understanding their centering, their grounding in their faith, but allowing them to get to work on what this path, what this journey, what this purposeful path will look like for them. Not anything we could have dreamt, not anything we could have planned, but something that God knew. He knew and He planned. So we allow Him to do what He does, and that is to let them fly, but with the privilege of knowing that He's right there. He's always been right there. He equipped us to be their mamas and equipped them to follow their purposeful path. Thank you, God, for the faith that you've given us to allow these babies to fly. May God bless you and keep you. Proven not perfect.